TJ standing next to me. TJ, wave to the camera. It's right up there.
How's everybody?
So not the first half we were expecting after an 8-2 start to the season, but there's always a second half to play.
No, absolutely. Yeah, both teams are fired up. First UAA competition. Both teams had good starts to the season in terms of their non-conference play. So we'll settle down, and I know Coach will get them going, and we'll make this try to turn the tide here in the third and fourth quarters.
TJ, let's talk about the success of the athletic program over this, last athletic year. It's been a while since you and I have had a chance to talk on the basketball broadcasts. So let's go back to last, late winter, early spring, when the men's team was playing here in this gymnasium, and there was not a seat to be found. There was not even a standing spot to be found. It was the Sweet 16 of the NCAA Division III National Championship Tournament, and this was an electric environment. That season was truly special. There's a banner hanging on the wall here right now.
No, absolutely. Great weekend. They had a big win on the road in Wisconsin and enemy territory. So to be able to win the bid and chance to host, outstanding teams. I think we probably had the toughest bracket to get through, and have the university support coming on to spring break as well. So we didn't have a lot of students on campus. So I think it showed the support that Spartan Nation has within the Northeast Ohio region. So I was really excited to be able to host that event.
We'd love to see it again this year, right?
Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
When you get a taste of it, and then you start talking about what else do we need to make this a great venue to host those championships, and that's the type of program that we want to be.
You've been in college athletics your entire adult life. So you've got experience on, I think, answering the question I'm about to ask you. How much of a spur or a positive, thing can a season like last year be, not only for just the men's basketball program, but just athletics in general at the school?
Oh, 100%. The student athletes, they hang together. The men's team is tight with the women's team, and the other sports are here supporting them. So they all kind of, understand and have those conversations, when they're in the dining halls or in the dorms about, what it takes and that extra work to be an elite program, and it's being a great teammate to support your, if you're a role player, recruiting process, being a great host, when recruits come on campus. All that plays into, what we call, creating a championship program, which is, consistency over time.
So let's leave the basketball season, head into the spring, and feel free to throw other teams in here if I don't mention them. But I know specifically for Coach Josie Henry and the softball program, it was a outstanding spring.
Absolutely. Men's tennis, once again, national runner-up in that program. We had the doubles team was national championship.
Talk about the doubles team for a second.
They're just, elite young men. It was a tremendous tournament. Chicago ended up winning the national championship. We always joke the national championship is a UA competition with a couple other teams sprinkled in. But, Hopper's an elite player, and, the coach, Wojo does a remarkable job just, top to bottom with that lineup, getting the guys prepared to play at elite level. They're strong academically, great citizens and role models for the university, great ambassadors. So, it's easy to root for a program like that. Our baseball team, tied for the UAA championship, unfortunately didn't make the NCAA championship. But once again, a national caliber program, played the toughest schedule. Our women's tennis program is elite and hosted that weekend as well, and made it to the what would be the Sweet 16. So we're really across the board playing some really good sports through that spring season. So,
and that softball
and it carried
run was
over
fun
to the
too,
fall.
wasn't
Yes.
it?
Oh, what an amazing weekend! And
hosted the tournament.
Yeah, hosting and doing that commencement weekend. It was just remarkable. And once again, it takes a community.
Yep.
Very supportive from the top down, starting with President Caleb.
He actually called a little bit of the play-by-play.
He has a little passion there, right, and a great voice and a great supporter. So let's put him to work. So, and he doesn't ask for per diem or anything like that. So
you don't have to get him lunch money or anything?
Exactly. Every now and then, right? We just make sure we take care of him with a T-shirt.
So let's move into the fall. Cross-country programs were outstanding.
Yes. High level. The men, women were a little young this year. Some of our top runners were first year, so we're excited about their moving forward. The men, obviously, at a high level. Great race. It ended up snowing that morning and being frigid temperatures and just a tough day. But all in all, they just competed at a high level. Jack Begley was the elite 90 winners, the highest GPA in the championship. So Coach Lanise really has them competing at a high level.
And the football program under Coach Debelak was, you could make an argument like 2 plays away from a conference championship.
No, absolutely.
2 separate games, one play in one game, one play in the other.
Yeah, no, we talk about that. That's how close it is in
Yep.
this conference, and the student athletes that we have on campus and the coaches understand. And I think that's the beauty of Division III and amateur athletics at its best. Every play counts. Everybody has a role. You never know when you're going to be needed to step up. So really excited about that opportunity. He had tremendous quarterback room, so
Right.
you'll be able to see those young men develop and continue to develop. So it's
Actually played
exciting
4
times.
quarterbacks, sometimes all at the same time.
Yeah,
Not that 4 guys were taking the snap, but they were so
Find a way to
athletically
get the best
gifted.
players on the field. right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So speaking of best players on the field, the women's soccer program was almost best in the nation.
Yeah. No, it's. We were just talking a minute ago. It's probably one of the best soccer games I ever watched. 2 elite teams, even speed-wise. Success throughout the year. So to be able to just watch that game live and pour their hearts out, and any moment you can feel like, hey, we're going to score and tie this up or take the lead, and so tremendous, remarkable experience for those people. Abby Richter being able to start the position a week before and be able to know you had a solid team, but be able to carry that through. Really proud of that program.
So that program, last fall national championship game, 2-1, right?
Yep.
Lose 2-1. They're 1 goal from a national championship. The year before, was it Sweet 16 or Elite 8?
Yeah, Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. So program build.
Yeah.
And you even lost a coach there.
Yes.
Off to the University of Akron.
Yep.
And it just kind of rolls.
Yeah.
You see it rolling again?
Yeah, I think when you have it's about the locker room, right?
Right.
The young ladies are committed.
That's what I mean.
I think it's the process. I think a lot of times in sports we think of the outcome at the end, just get to the championship game, but you have to embrace off season, preseason, the first competition, the first conference competition. You can't get too far ahead of yourself, and that's hard to do in sports, right? Especially when you have a returning team, a lot of veterans back. So you really have to just break it down to one drill, one practice, one competition, and they were able to do that. And we had some adversity throughout the season, so we didn't really run through the schedule. So I think we were battle tested and ready for that tournament run.
Anything else? Volleyball?
Yeah. Volleyball was undefeated at home. UA is just just a gauntlet run through, and we feel like we're probably 1 game away from being NCAA championship bound. Everybody's tasted it. Coming off the fall.
Thus the smile on your face.
Yeah, this is what it's all about. Great competition. Both teams once again, making shots, and, diving at loose balls, and where else would you rather be?
Yep. TJ, good to see you, man.
Yeah. We'll have to get together again. Good
Thanks for joining me. Yeah.
Thanks.
TJ Shelton, the men's, or actually the athletic director. I was going to say the men's football coach. The athletic director here at Case Western Reserve University.